So good morning to each and everyone. I'm Marjeline Silapes, the discussant for today. So my topic is all about the interesting facts about volleyball. So we have 62 interesting facts about volleyball, but I'll be discussing the 21 facts about volleyball. So before we begin with our deeper discussion, let's first discuss the objective of this lesson. So at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to define volleyball, value the importance of volleyball, and by familiarizing the facts and apply the knowledge of the rules of volleyball. So let's break it down those statements. Volleyball, like other sports, provides a means for player to engage in a physical activity which is beneficial for both physical health and mental well-being. Volleyball is a universal sport played by people of different age, genders all over the world. So this highlights its accessibility and popularity. The sport cultivates values such as team spirit and coordination. These skills are not just applicable to the game but also to everyday life, fostering cooperation and communication. So there are many intriguing aspects of volleyball to discover. So from its history and rules to be profiles of its famous players. So exploring this can provide a deeper appreciation of sports. Like all sports, volleyball comes with a risk of injuries. Understanding the common volleyball injuries and their solution can help the players to prevent them to respond effectively when they do occur. So this knowledge is crucial for playing the sports and safely responsibly. So volleyball was invented by William Morgan, an American educator. Morgan was an acquaintance of basketball inventor James Naismith and to invent his own. So, however, he wanted one of that be called played indoors. So, taking a badminton net and a soccer ball, later he created a volleyball. So, again, volleyball was invented by William George Morgan. So this shows his invention and desire for a less strenuous and their alternative basketball. So number 2, volleyball had a dainty name, mentonet. This is on account of the fact that it was similar to badminton. So menton later turned to mentonet. It was renamed volleyball by another educator, Alfred S. Husted, because the ball was volleyed back and forth, and Husted is credited for popularizing the sport. So the initial name again of volleyball was mentonet, a name derived from badminton due to their similarities. It was later renamed again by Alfred S. Husted. So the game where the ball is volleyed back and forth. So let's jump to number 3. Originally, volleyball was meant to be played in indoors. It was also invented because Morgan was wanted to run, and he wanted a game that was physically and required players to perform plenty of action but does not require direct contact with the opposing players. So Morgan's intention was to create a game that was physically engaging but did not require running or direct contact with the opposing player. This demonstrates that the unique appeal of volleyball, which combines physical activity with a lower risk of injury. So let's jump to number 4. The first volleyball game was exhibition played in 1896 at Massachusetts Springfield College, then known as International YMCA Training. So the first volleyball was played in an exhibition of Massachusetts Springfield College in 1996. So this marks that the beginning of volleyball was recognized sport. So number 6. So volleyball became a popular sport in Asian countries when was added to Asian Games in 1913 held in Manila. So the games welcomed volleyball to its list of sporting events. So volleyball gained popularity in Asia when it's include in 1913 Asian Games in Manila. So this indicates the sport's global appeal and its ability to cross cultural boundaries. So the game of volleyball that we know today was official in 1947 after the Federation International de Volleyball was formed. So the modern game of volleyball was officially established in 1947 with the formation of the Federation International de Volleyball, or the FIVB. So this organization played a crucial role on promoting the sports globally. So since the formation of the FIVB, clothing restriction were introduced, one of these stated that the players were to knee-length pants 47 cm length and no less than 3 cm above the knee. So the FIVB introduced clothing restriction for players, including the requirement to wear knee-length pants, or this highlights the importance of the uniformity professionalism in the sports. So the basketball were once used to play the game, but their weight prevented players from keeping the ball in flight. So the first volleyball, which were made from basketball blader, proved to be too light and slow. So the first volleyball made from the basketball blader were too light and slow again for the game. So this shows that the evolution of equipment of the sports to enhance gameplay of the game. So the first official volleyball was commissioned by A.J. Spalding and Sons for William Morgan. So the company designed that a ball had 3 layers. The innermost layers was made of latex blader, and the next layer was made of cheesecloth, and the outermost was made leather. So this fact emphasized that the thought and the design that went into creating the ball is suitable for the unique demands of volleyball. So let's proceed to number 11. So there are size and weight requirements for volleyball. The circumference should be between 25 to 27 inches, while the weight must be from 92 to 12 ounce. So the ball has 18 rectangular panels divided into 6 sections with each section consisting of 3 panels. It may be made of genuine or synthetic leather. So they are made up of 18 slightly rectangular panels divided into 6 sections and can be made of the genuine synthetic leather. So standard indoor volleyballs are slightly smaller than beach volleyball. So they also tend to have a smaller surface and higher internal pressure. So this is to accommodate that the different playing condition and preference of indoor and beach volleyball. So there are 6 positions of the volleyball court. So there are the setter, the outside hitter, and the opposite hitter, and the middle hitter. So the libero and the defensive specialist. To truly excel in the game, each player must be master their skills and positions. So each position has specific responsibilities and skills, emphasizing the importance of specialization and the teamwork in the game. So in a 6-man team, there is one player who has different looking jersey. This is the libero. So the player who can move freely on the court and up. So she can replace a hitter who may not be effective on defense in the back row. So the libero is not allowed to hit the ball in the front area of the 10-foot line. So they may hit the ball behind this line provided they do not clear the top line on the net. So there is the do's and don'ts when it comes on being a libero. So however, they are not allowed to hit the ball in the front area of the 10-foot line. So the offensive styles we know as set and spike were first introduced in the Philippines. So the the ball was hit and high by one player. So, and another player hits the ball is sharply to the land of the opponent court. That the hit is usually strong, which makes it difficult to defend. So the spike or kill was called bomba, and the spiker was referred to as a bombero. So the powerful hit known as the spike or kill was called bomba in the Philippines. Now we all know that the bomba and spiker was referred to as a bombero. So the 3-hit rule, which states that the players in one team can only hit the ball 3 times, was introduced in 1920. So this helped increase the momentum of the game and improve its action, since its hit or limited players must handle the game in the best ways possible so they can score. So the 3-hit rule again introduced in 1920. This rule adds the piece of and excitement to the game, requiring the players to handle the ball and effectively in order to score. So the beach volleyball believed to have begun in unsurprisingly enough to the beach volleyball in Waikiki, Hawaii. Players from the Outrigger Canoe Club put up a net on the beach and began a game of volleyball. So however, the 2-man team started in 1930 at the Athletic Club in Santa Monica when the other players failed to show up on the game. So Paul Johnson and a member of the club decided to play with just 4 players for the each team. So this setup became so popular that is still being used today. So beach volleyball is believed that originated on beach in Waikiki, Hawaii, where players from a Trigger Canoe Club set up a net began playing. So this gained popularity due to its dynamic and fast-paced nature. So beach volleyball became an official Olympic sport for men and women in 1996 at the Atlanta Olympics. That was demonstration sport at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. So beach volleyball became a special of Olympic sports, and it was demonstration in sports at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, showcasing its growing popularity and global appeal. So 1956 saw starting volleyball introduced as injured soldiers look for the new ways to keep themselves fit and busy during the rehabilitation. So sitting volleyball was introduced in 1956. So it is played by athletes who are seated or emphasizing skill and strategy in modified version of the game. So the Hero Wave for Sick Kids beach volleyball tournament held on July 12, 2014 in Canada holds that the current record for the world's largest beach volleyball tournament. A total of 968 volleyball players took part in the tournament. So again, a total of 968 volleyball players participated in the tournament, highlighting the sport's ability to bring people together for a good cause. So if you ever played game of volleyball, you will know the game that requires you to jump quite often. Did you know that the volleyball player will jump roughly 300 times during this match? So volleyball requires a frequent jumping, and it's estimated that the volleyball player jumps to approximately 300 times during the match. This showcases the physical demands and athleticism and involve the sport. So volleyball sport that encompasses various elements such as skill, strategy, teamwork, athleticism, and global appeal. So the specific size and weight of requirements of volleyball ensures fairness and consistency in the game. So the different position in volleyball emphasizes specialization and the importance of the working together as a team. So the introduction together of the rules like the 3-hit rule adds the excitement and strategy to the game. So beach volleyball, which originates in the Hawaii, and also the physical demands of volleyball highlight the athleticism and dedication required the excel in the sport. So overall, volleyball is the dynamic and enjoyable sport that has a rich history and continues captivate players and fans worldwide. So that's all. Thank you for listening, and